to Beyond the Headlines on the WMBD Plus app, where we break down today's local news stories with our very own reporters. I'm Brianna Rittman.
And I'm Alex Burgett. Today's big stories are how tariffs are impacting one of America's most beloved pastimes, board games.
All right. And the spike in respiratory illnesses in central Illinois during cold and flu season.
That's right. And a robot rumble where the engineers of the future compete.
And our first local story of the day, how board games are being impacted by tariffs. Alex here will be starting our show off in the hot seat. So Alex, tell us more.
Yeah, so obviously we've seen kind of the back and forth for a long time about tariffs and how they go. Specifically, since tariffs have been implemented, Red Raccoon Games, which you're seeing, Red Raccoon Games in Bloomington, has seen a 10 to 15% price increase on them, on their products because of, you know, if they're imported or not, or if they are, you know, foreign made. And it's kind of been unstable. There's been some instability within it. Specifically for, you know, board game store owners in general, they have to deal with the prices that they're being given. So if they buy a game, let's say it comes from Japan, because this actually happened. I talked to the owner of Red Raccoon Games, Jamie Matthew, today. He said that one time he ordered something from Japan. It was, I believe, a Pokemon product. And it was a 54% tariff on it.
Wow.
And he had to pay that. And the next day it went down. Like the tariff went down. So it's just been really unstable and fluctuating. And he's kind of just calling for stability with it. With that, there's also been a lot of demand for Pokemon and a lot of demand for just certain games. And with Pokemon specifically, you know, some of it comes from Japan, and there's just not enough product to actually be able to supplement everyone, to be able to provide it for every single person. And so that's been also a challenge, is having to be, you know, divvy up what goes where, who gets what, and it's not easy. But yeah, Matthew just wants stability for his business, for the board game industry in general, because, you know, like 7 different game manufacturers have shut down that they've dealt with, have shut down because they've laid off their staff.
Wow.
And they just can't afford to do that. But, I mean, you know, Red Raccoon being one of the most popular board game shops around here, they got a steady, you know, customer base. They got people that are lined up all the time for different releases. So, you know, people love their store, and they just want to be able to provide the best possible service and games that they can for their customers.
Thank you, Alex, for breaking that down. Now, speaking of board games, since Alex had such a great time playing the Black Movies Matter trivia game last week, we are playing again today.
Yeah, we are.
But I must shout out our engineering and our producers, because I left this on my desk. Y'all should see the behind the scenes while Alex is talking. I'm like, hey.
I wasn't sure what was going on. I didn't register. I'm like, hey, I'm just going to keep talking. Straight up. I'm going to keep talking.
And he did a great job.
Hey,
I telling our engineer, shout out to Noah and shout out to Maddie, our producer.
Exactly.
And as soon as they brought it in, it was like 1 minute left in our ear going on. I was like, great timing.
Incredible. Incredible.
Okay, so we're playing it again, so you can start us off.
So as we mentioned, we are guessing different Black movies, and this is based on certain quotes. So we will go first here. Ooh. All right, it's a scene where they're putting a swim team together.
Pride.
Wow. Instantly. Yeah.
Love Terrence Howard, Bernie Mac. Love that movie. I love movies based on true stories, so that's why I love that one. In The Best Man Holiday, what did one of the characters die from? This is the sequel to The Best Man.
Oh.
Lance and Mia.
They die.
All these clues are not on there, but I'm trying to help you out.
Give me a second clue.
Okay, Lance and Mia was the main character's wife. Mia, well, one of the main characters, Mia, she died. I mean, it's a popular thing that people die from in movies.
Oh, I don't know.
Cancer.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh, character's name is Sarah. Dancing for a big audition.
Save the Last Dance.
That's it right there,
Okay.
yep.
Okay, let's see.
2-0 right now. You seeing this?
Okay, character's name is Uncle Pete. I was hoping I got this one and not you. I think that's what she was trying to tell me before she died is a quote. Trying to get everyone together for Sunday dinner. It was the name of it's why I named my special last week.
Oh, it's soul food.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
There we go.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Look at that. Hey, guys, I got one. Can you believe this? This is
Got
great.
one more.
Yep. All right. The scene is helping an NBA player with rehab.
Was it Just Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Common.
With Common and Queen Latifah. Okay, last one.
There we go.
The quote, it's actually a song.
Oh.
Making my way downtown, walking.
Oh, this is White Chicks.
Yes!
Yes. Ended on a high note.
You got to do Terry Crews. Dun-dun-dun-dun. All right, when we come back on Beyond the Headlines, we've got Jack talking about the spike in respiratory illnesses.
All right.
What a harsh turn from that.
Yeah,
but
right. We'll be right back.
We'll be back. Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines on the WMBD Plus app. Our next story of the day, it's cold and flu season in Central Illinois, and doctors are seeing a lot more respiratory illness cases.
That's right. Jack Bazikas joins us now in the hot seat to discuss this. So talk about what common illnesses are right now.
Well, you said it, the common cold.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Common cold, the flu.
He'll be here all week, guys.
Yeah, right. Influenza A and Influenza B are reportedly the most reported cases here locally.
Sure.
And it's just, and it's not even just local. It's all over the country. It is taking over, you know. It's just that time. It's just that time of year where people are getting sick and people are coughing. And it just happens to be respiratory illness season, you know. And usually the peak time is between end of October through early spring.
Okay.
So, yeah, right about that. We're seeing it. It feels like everyone today here was sick.
I heard some people were out last week.
It's been going around.
Yeah.
Now, who did you get a chance to speak to, and what have they been saying?
Yeah, I spoke with a physician at Carle Health, and he was saying, I asked him, I was like, so, you know, is this what you've been seeing? And he was like, almost every patient, almost every day.
Wow.
I was like, wow, that's crazy. You know, he was like, I had 3 earlier. He was on his break. He's got more later. So he's been seeing, you know, here locally, yeah, a lot of people are having it. I know I've been feeling a little iffy myself. I
scooted the whole seat over.
Alex scooted over a little
Jeez.
bit. I'm good enough, you know, but and that was another thing. We talked about like the numbers and all that, and Alex, we talked about the numbers, and it's interesting because, you know, he said that most of the time they could be, you know, underestimated, because think about how many people get sick and then just say, I'm not going to the doctor today, I'll tough it out, I'll be fine.
Right.
And then they don't report it. So it's probably, you know.
I mean, yeah, because who wants to do that copay? If I can just stay home and doctor myself up, sometimes I don't want to go to the doctor's office.
Yeah.
Or, you know.
Exactly.
Dr. NyQuil.
Dr.
Right.
NyQuil. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, also, since it's going around a lot, what should people do to stay safe? I know, obviously, we mentioned over-the-counter medicine.
Yes.
But is that one of the things?
That's one of the things. Tylenol, Advil, Benadryl.
Knock you out good.
Yeah. Just, you know, aspirin.
Sure.
Those, washing your hands, obviously, is a big one. Probably the biggest one is what he was saying. Wash your hands, you know. You get something on your hands, don't just wipe them off. Wash them, no matter what. Yeah, it's so important to wash your hands, and I think people forget about it. Like, people are just like, oh, I'll just do it after the bathroom. You should be doing it more than that.
More frequently,
you know,
right?
you just get used to it, especially around this time of year. But
I'm a germaphobe.
yeah,
For those who don't know, I'm a germaphobe, and so the thought of not washing my hands at anything is just so scary to me.
Shout out to Ed, our engineer, and Tina on the morning crew. They are good about sanitizing stuff in this studio.
Man.
I mean, I come in here,
really
they're
are.
sanitizing the mics, the tables, and everything, because you just never know. And it's like a domino effect when people get sick, right? Especially like people with children. It's like your kid gets sick at daycare, and then you get sick, everybody in your family gets sick, and then you go to work and that person gets sick, and then their kid gets sick, and then their kid gets everybody sick at daycare or school. It just, you know, so the more you can sanitize and keep everything clean, the better.
Absolutely. And if you start, you know, when should you go to the doctor, right? If you start feeling, you know, pain, shortness of breath, having trouble, you know, breathing regularly, feeling dehydrated,
got a fever,
you should give your doctor a call and just get a check-in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, thank you, Jack, for breaking that down. Abbott Elementary, sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for breaking that down. Now here's a sweet story for you. Krispy Kreme and Oreo are expanding their cookie meets donut partnership, introducing a new limited time donut collection that brings together the crunching joy of Oreo cookie and melting in your mouth magic of Krispy Kreme.
I just needed a second for that. Available beginning tomorrow at participating Krispy Kreme shops across the U.S. The Krispy Kreme, oh, it's heaven. An Oreo collection features the new milk-worthy donuts and a current fan favorite, golden Oreo donut and the Oreo cookies and cream donut.
Just feel like it's too much sweetness.
Oh my!
All right, so we'll get them. We'll bring them on Beyond the Headlines, and we'll do a taste test.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing you gotta be careful with donuts. Is some sound good and then they aren't. Everyone hyped up the whole maple bacon donut, right? I went on a mission trip one time. They had this specific donut shop that was like huge deal down there. It was in Bayou Bachry, Alabama, and there was a maple bacon donut there, and it had all the fixings on top. And I was like, ooh, perfect time to try it. And that place was great. They had great donuts, but gosh, that maple bacon donut was so overhyped. And I would be so disappointed.
I would imagine it's Oreos. I would imagine it's gotta be good, right? It's Oreos.
It's two things that people like already, and sometimes they just need to stay that way. They don't. I don't know. I'm a little hesitant. I'm also not an Oreo fan either. If you see me eating Oreos, you know I'm like
craving them.
I am desperate to get something in my system. I do like the golden ones. I think I like more vanilla flavored cookies. But if you see me eating a standard Oreo cookie, Brianna is desperate. Like, that's the last thing in the vending machine. We got about 2 more days till payday, and I just don't have anything.
Bingo.
That's how
it goes, man.
I love Oreos.
Oh my goodness. I love the different flavors. Just the traditional ones, I'm just like, no, thank you.
Interesting. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, is this me? Sorry. All right, we got one more story for you when Beyond the Headlines continues. We will be back.
Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. Check this out. The U of I is known for its engineering school just north of here. Now, some high schoolers were making actually, they're east of us, right?
You know, I wouldn't be the guy to ask for direction. I'm not totally sure.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I get on 74 East to get the Champaign. Well, I know that because I just got back in town yesterday going to Bloomington Normal, and I had to get on 74 West and pass through Champaign County. But that's neither here or there.
Neither east or west.
But anyway, they're around here, you know. Schoolers making a name for themselves in the field.
That's right. Hundreds of students came together in Elk Grove for a fight, but they weren't the ones doing the battle. That was left to their robots. Sean Lewis explains.
In the northwest suburbs, it's a look into the future. 43 robots, one high-energy showdown.
We have live streaming, we got professional lights in to really give an atmosphere of like a state championship robotics competition.
This is the second round for the Robot Rumble at Elk Grove High School, a competition bringing together teams from 15 different schools.
To bring their student-designed, developed, created, and driven robots to kind of beat up on each other. And the goal of it is to be the last robot standing by the end of today.
This isn't just about bragging rights, though. No, these students have spent months designing, programming, and then building their machines from the ground up.
I've learned electronics, I've learned how to weld, just everything necessary to help the robot succeed. Because we didn't see any lights in here, right?
Troubleshooting code, refining mechanics, and learning what it takes to compete under pressure.
We've been able to have a lot of moments where we can figure out what's wrong with our robot, figure out what we need to fix, and still stay calm and collected as a group.
The competition is hands-on learning in action.
So it really takes a lot of the concepts they learn in the classroom and applies it to the real world. It really brings it to life.
Preparing students for careers in manufacturing, in engineering, and in skilled trades.
All of this can be used to learn and prepare for a future career.
Even if they don't want to go into an engineering career, just to have a space where you can use your creativity and teamwork to solve problems.
Organizers say events like this give students real-world experience you can't always get from a book.
We go into a match, we come back and figure out what's wrong as a team.
How we get the better collaboration is just a life skill that we'll always need.
And while the robots may steal the spotlight here, it is the students behind the controls who are in control to be the next generation of engineers.
That rocks.
How amazing are they?
That's so cool. It reminds me of the movie Real Steel, where the robots are fighting.
Wow.
What a great film. Anyway, this does bring a good point, though. This is a club. We had something like this. Actually, shout out to Tremont High School's robotics team,
Okay.
former world champions, actually. They've won the world championship in the robotics world championships. That was really cool. That was a fun time. I will say, though, what clubs were you in high school and college?
Newspaper, yearbook.
Yep.
What I do now. I was on the newspaper, the Media Center Teen Advisory Board.
Yep.
What did I say? Yearbook.
Yep.
Definitely was on the yearbook committee and everything. So it's no surprise to anyone that I do what I do from middle school, high school, college. I was on the radio. I had a WANM 90.5 FM, Jazzing with Breelys. I had a jazz segment for a year. Did school newspaper, award-winning newspaper with the FAMU and it. Not robotics though. Not.
Yeah.
STEM wasn't. I'm a humanities girl.
Yeah. I was briefly on the fishing team. I was in football. I was in basketball. I actually didn't do anything journalism until college. And then I worked for Harbinger at ICC. And then I was at WZND, the radio at ISU, shout out. And then TV10, of course. And I'm here.
We were TV20, our news.
TV20?
Yeah, TV20.
Were you guys like twice as good as
We are. I'm not going to say no because we are. FAMU has the best J school, the best HBCU J school there is. A&T
awesome.
thinks they're all right. Hope no Aggies are watching this. But
Yeah.
who would win a fight, you or the robot?
Me. Are you kidding? I would
course.
pick the robot up and Gronk spike it. Are you kidding?
I don't fight fair. I fight to win.
Now, they have certain maneuvers where they would kind of fly out of your hand. But I feel like if you got it at the right angle and just kind of snap it, you know what I'm saying? I think they'd be just fine. Now, I'm talking robots of that size. Call back to me mentioning the movie Real Steel.
Right.
Those are twice the size of humans. So if I'm fighting that, I got to call my parents because that's.
You gotta call my parents. Phone a friend.
that is where
I don't know. I
it
probably
ends for me.
maybe we're saying this now because we're not in the heat of the moment.
Correct.
But now I'm thinking have to pull a Dorothy. We went through all of that in the Wizard of Oz just for her to toss the water.
Yeah.
On the Wicked Witch.
Yep.
And that was it. So maybe we just now plan ahead to just make sure we have water by us and toss it on the robot. I think that would work.
You know what I couldn't spike though? Look, I can be very adversarial to the whole artificial intelligence stuff.
Right.
But those little robots that be carrying food and stuff on them, and they're like, "Excuse me."
Yes.
I can't spike him. I can't do it.
The restaurant right next to us, Hokkaido, they have them. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Pardon
have 'em.
me, coming through.
Yep.
Oh,
I think
so
those
nice.
are cute. Yeah.
You pat him on the little head. Anyway, yeah. Thank you so much for joining us today on Beyond the Headlines.
You can find all these stories and more over on our website, ciproud.com.
Nice.
For breaking news and weather updates 24/7, log on to ciproud.com and download the free CI Proud to Go mobile app.